Welcome back, everyone. Shit happens. I don't sound the same, do I? Let's talk about it. So I am here in Twain Harte, California. Little family getaway in the midst of this crazy pandemic we're in. If I sound a little bit different, I forgot my microphone, so I am recording this off of my iPhone. I'm going to try my best to make sure it sounds as best as possible, but we're going to see kind of how it goes. But I have a special guest here, or I guess two special guests. I have my little brother Cody and my cousin Riley. They are both in high school, so kind of ask questions that I have for general high schoolers. I'm hoping they're going to be honest to me, right? Or, at least tell me the truth, but we're going to see. So Riley, say hi.
Hello.
Cody, say hi.
Hi.
Cody, you can sit closer. We don't really have cooties. It's okay. Or coronavirus. We don't got that. We got tested. Yeah. So anyways, thank you guys for letting me record and basically interview you guys. So I actually lied a little bit. Cody's in 8th grade, but I feel like he's close enough to high school. Riley, what grade are you in?
Junior.
Riley's a junior. I remember junior year, drove a car. I didn't actually drive my junior year. I drove like at the end of my junior year, but I didn't like full on, drive until I was like a senior. But I remember coming to school junior year. I got my license junior year. So have you gotten your license yet, Riley?
No, because
Why?
the DMV kept closing, so yeah.
Damn DMV. Anyways, so side note, damn is okay. All right? Or hell is okay. All right? Jeez. Now, anyways, I told them absolutely no cursing because we are professional individuals, but damn is all right? We're talking about like a dam for water, right? Hell is a place, everything's fine. You just can't say the other words. You limit to those. We gotta be professional. We gotta be, I don't know what you want to call it. Anyways, so, and Cody's in 8th grade. Riley, what is your favorite part about school? I mean, not obviously, maybe it's online learning, but what is your favorite part about school?
Like in school or outside?
We're gonna do in school.
In person, I like a lot, but I also like being online school because I work better alone.
Okay. Cody, what is your favorite part about school?
For in school, I just like being there for the day.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, being there for the day, that's it? Really? Like, you guys are the worst interviewers already. Like, you guys like being there. Okay. How do you feel about online learning? Riley said you like it. Why you like it, Riley?
I like working by myself, to be honest.
You like those one kids in the group projects where, like, you do all the work and they take all the credit? Is that, like, kind of how you are? Or?
No, we don't really do group things. Now we just do, like, one-on-one just by ourselves.
Because it's online.
Yeah, so it's easy.
But, like, prior, would you?
Oh, I hate being in group.
Yeah, you see, I know. Cody, why you like school? I forgot what the question I asked. What do you think
About online
learning? Yeah, what do you think about online learning?
I don't like it except for the schedule.
You like the schedule. Cody likes to sleep in. Cody's one of those kids who plays Fortnite or Call of Duty or other games while class is going on. We actually know those kids. Why? Why do you do that? I just want to know why. Like, why you guys do other things while you're on like online school? Why can't you just pay attention to us?
Because class is boring.
Okay, class is boring.
The teachers aren't good at my school, to be honest.
The teachers aren't good at your school.
They're really not.
Some
are.
I'm sure they're decent. I mean, they got a
There's
credential.
some are, but
Okay.
our ag program is not the best right now. It's kind of at its lowest.
Wow. Why do you think it's at its lowest? As a student, like, I'm a teacher, so I know a lot of the behind the scenes on a department. Why do you think your ag department is kind of going in the wrong direction?
They keep hiring people that actually don't really know what they're doing, to be honest. A lot of the teachers don't really care about the kids. A teacher at my school.
Good save.
A teacher at my school is not the best with children.
Okay.
Like us.
Okay.
She does cuss a lot at us.
Oh, even better. It's good.
Yeah. She shows mostly inappropriate music that we're not allowed to have, which I'm totally fine with. I like that music, but we can't use it at school.
They're talking about the wheels on the bus. That's what kind of music they're talking about. Is that what it is? Or like worse music. So
like Tekashi 6ix9ine worse.
Ooh. Is he still alive? He's in like the witness protection program, right? Like he's gotta be still.
He was in jail, but then he got out and released.
Yeah.
Thing with Nicki Minaj.
Oh, is it?
It's
didn't he do one with Kanye West? I love it. Is that him? I would sing it, but like it's actually like there's no good part of that song. Anyways, I do know the Nicki Minaj one.
Right.
Anyways, okay, so interesting. I think when it comes down to like teaching and stuff, a lot of kids don't quite understand man, I don't know. I want to keep saying the teacher's background, but that's not really what it is. Like, you make a good point where they seem like they don't care, and I think that's kind of the biggest thing. And I've heard that from many different students.
Yeah.
Like, you're not the only one to say that.
Because if they don't like what they're doing and they don't try to make it fun for the kids aren't going to listen.
See, it's interesting you say that because I've been a big proponent on trying to make it fun for my students. I went to college, got a teaching degree, and I remember one of my not master teachers, one of my professors who mentored me, he always says that teaching or learning shouldn't be fun, and it's not a fun process to learn, and I could never wrap my brain around it, and I kind of abandoned that pretty early on. So, anyways, Cody, you have a unique situation on your school. Your school is K through 8, right? How do you like that? Do you wish you would have gone to middle school? So to give a little bit of a background, me and Cody have gone to the same elementary school, but the difference is my elementary school stopped at 6th grade, and I went to a middle school, then I went to high school. Cody stayed at the same school, now he's going to be going to high school this next year. So do you like staying at the same school?
I didn't like it at first, but now the more things I hear about the other middle school, I kind of like it better at my school.
Yeah, middle school's a weird time. It's a lot of, that's the most time I was really bullied, was like in middle school. In high school, it really never happened as much as, a lot of people say. I think we've done a great job. I don't know. Riley's giving me this look like she's been bullied in the past. Maybe we'll talk about that. But anyways, I have to say, I was definitely picked on, but middle school was definitely the worst when it comes down to it. They threw one of my shoes in the toilet, when I peed on it.
Did they give you a swirly?
No, I wasn't that low, I wasn't that, down on my luck, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. So anyways, I think you're right. I do think you should have gone to Britain, because that place looked freaking sweet. I saw it driving by for the first time. Yeah. My Britain Middle School was a bunch of portables when I was there, little buildings. Now they have 2-story things.
They just built a new 2-story one.
Yeah, I don't know where that was. Thanks a lot, pals. But no, I really I liked the experience and just going to a different place. But I'm glad it's working out for you. I was really wondering that when Mom said you were going to
the same
San Martin, so that was a little weird. Anyways, so what do you wish your teachers knew about you guys? I always ask this question in the beginning of the year,
how we learn. To be honest, you need to get to know each and every one of us and what we need to progress better, to get our grades up, to learn what we need, if we need one-on-one time, if you need group projects, if you need to stay after class, you need meetings, and then your 504 plans for the kid that have 504 plans, me and a couple other people. They need to know more about that too, and the situations at home, so they help more.
You're on a 504? Did not know that.
Yeah.
For those of you that are listening who are not into education, there are two things called IEPs and 504s. They are essentially separate individual work or educational plans for students who may be struggling with a wide variety, anywhere from anxiety all the way to if you have a stump for a leg, a bunch of different things. That's probably kind of crass. They call it an orthopedic impairment or something like that. But that's essentially what an IEP and 504 is. I think they're pretty good things. I believe the 504 is federal, so it follows you to college as well. IEP is just a plan for the school. It doesn't follow you on to other things. Awesome. So, Cody, what you wish teachers knew, and I'm going to kind of shadow on Riley's thing in a minute, but I want to make sure you answer. What do you feel like you wish teachers knew about you?
Same thing as Riley, how we learn.
Okay.
Right now, they're trying to have us do online stuff to figure out how we learn. If you're a visual learner or something. I feel like it would be better in class.
So, yeah, online learning is hard. It's difficult for you guys. Trust me, it's difficult for teachers. Some teachers are more better off than others, depending on how they learn and how. Unfortunately, it's the age thing, in my personal opinion. If you've been teaching for such a long time, you're not going to be able to adapt your instruction around that. But if you're like me, who just really started teaching and I don't really have a lot to lose, I don't have curriculum built up. I'm in the middle of building it right now. So making a whole new thing is pretty easy to do. So yeah, I think you guys make a great point, and I think a lot of teachers miss that. So we all learn different ways. For example, I am a very hands-on learner. I like hands-on things. I learn the best by trying and doing, the learn by doing part. Some people really like videos. They learn best by video. Some people learn the best by reading. Some people learn the best by just writing it down over and over again. That's how they memorize it. Other people learn well in groups. Other people learn well alone. It just depends. Some people have to have something on in the background or have something else they're doing to learn, right? So I give a lot of kids a hard time because they always play video games and stuff, like I know they're playing because I can hear the clicking of their remote when I ask them questions. But I know there's some kids that they learn that way. Me personally, like I have to have something. I have to essentially multitask, but I pick the one thing that I'm okay to like kind of fail in and do that. So like when I play video games at night, because that's kind of what I have to do now when the baby goes to sleep, I'll always have like YouTube or maybe like a Netflix or HBO show on, and I'll kind of have that on as background noise. It helps me really focus on whatever I'm doing. But yeah, I think a lot of teachers miss that point. It's kind of sad. A lot of kids, for me, they have breaks like built into their 504. I haven't had any kids like use it or pull that card. I'm pretty good at like, and this is kind of bad, I don't really read them. I do review them right when I get them. I do review them, but I try my best to not necessarily, I don't ignore them by any means, but I try my best to not think about that and treat kids any differently than they need to be treated. Right. So I read them. I'm aware of them. I know the kids who have them, but I don't really read too much of their accommodations. I mean, I do, like I know which kids need more help with math or which kids need more help with English or writing skills, and I know their goals, but I try not to read too much into them because I don't want to feel like I am treating them any differently. So I really don't, I mean, I pay a lot of attention initially, but I really don't kind of hold that unless they communicate with me and tell me. So I know a lot of my kids have mental breaks built in. So like I've had kids do this before. They just get up, walk outside, or be like, hey, I'm going to take a breather. No problem. Go outside. And that's how it is. And they get frustrated or whatever, come back inside. I think some teachers are very like responsive or receptive or accepting of that. And some teachers are just horrible with it. And I don't understand that. To me, it's never that big of a deal. If a kid is struggling with something, just like in real life, they should have a chance to disconnect and to take a break if they need to. Just like if you're on the job site, your boss is going to be understanding, hopefully, if you have a good boss, they'll be understanding that, yeah, you're going to need a little bit of a mental break and to take that mental break, right? But know when to turn it in or know when to turn it up and go back to work if need be. So something I never had, I didn't have like a 504. I probably could have at certain things. I was well below my reading and writing level. And so it's really difficult. I mean, I was a no child left behind kid. You guys are Common Core kids. So I had a different kind of mentality when it comes down to education. It was a lot of testing and a lot of like high stakes testing is what they call it. You guys are more performance based kind of skills. Awesome. So Riley, you want to be a vet when you grow up, correct?
Exotic veterinarian.
An exotic veterinarian. What do you hope to do? Like work on like a zoo or something? Or what
I heard a lot of it. Like you get called to different zoos around the world to
travel. Like a traveling one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. No, I think that's a cool career path to go.
You have to be top 10% in your class.
Yeah, vets are they're difficult to go with. They're difficult. I have a lot of kids that want to become vets too, and I'm always like, make sure you have like a thing in your back pocket that you can pull out.
Mine would be like ag business, my background.
Ooh, ag business is also good. Just figure out what you want to do with it, figure out that sort of thing. Cody, what do you want to do when you grow up?
I don't really know yet.
That's a good answer.
I'm thinking of something along the lines of engineering or something.
What do you want to do with engineering?
I don't know, like electrical stuff.
Electrical stuff.
Maybe ag mechanic.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you have a lot of time. I mean, when I was in 8th grade, I took a career test. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I took this big test. They're stupid. They're already shaking their head no. They are not good in terms of like judging how or what you're going to do when you grow up.
We do something called Naviance, and that's pretty much the same thing.
Naviance, what did it tell you that you were going to be?
It didn't tell me anything yet. We're still doing it.
You're still working on it.
It's a whole elective thing.
Oh, that's horrible. Mine said I should be a aerospace engineer. And I was into it. Like, I thought for sure that's what I was going to do. Build spaceships. What kid wouldn't do that? Until I got to high school and I realized that, I have to take so much math classes, I wouldn't be able to actually succeed in it. So I couldn't do it. And then for a while, I wanted to be a farmer, like a straight up farmer. But I realized that, I realized that I either had to marry it or inherit it. And at that time, nothing was going to happen for that one. So I kind of was SOL on it. Anyways, well, that's awesome. So what is your least favorite part about high school, Riley?
The kids.
The kids. The kids. Mine too. Just kidding. Just kidding. What do you mean by the kids? Like, what's the problem with it?
They're like they're not the smartest. They do a lot of they do a lot of drugs and
Wow.
hardcore stuff at school. A lot of
Pokemon trading cards, that hardcore?
sure.
Oh, yeah,
We'll go with that.
Doing Yu-Gi-Oh battles at lunchtime? Dang. All right. Yeah, I think that's probably that's difficult. Cody, what is your least favorite part about school? I'm going to address Riley here in a minute. Same thing the kids. I think students come from so many different paths, and that's kind of the melting pot. You won't really understand that sort of thing until you get to college. Then you'll really understand that melting pot kind of effect. But yeah, kids are definitely one of the harder parts of high school and school in general is just adapting and meshing to the different kinds of personalities out there. I mean, you guys have pretty weird personalities too. So, yeah, that's okay. I mean, it's okay. That's awesome. So, well, I think you guys are, headed down the right path. Any advice for teachers out there who might be listening? We already know that, try to connect with your students, pay attention to how they're learning. Any advice you might have to any teacher out there?
Watch your tone.
Ooh, your tone.
Because some teachers, they do not know how to watch their tone at all.
What? Give me an example. You can leave out names.
Miss.
Okay.
She needs to watch her tone. She doesn't know where.
Put the book down, Riley. Is that like the tone she uses?
Like she looks at me and she'll give me that tone, and then I'll give the same tone back. I'm all, if you want, treat someone else how you want to be treated. So I'm going to treat you the way that you treat me. She doesn't understand that because.
Okay. Anyways, I think when, tone, and that's the one thing that's good that a lot of people don't think about or discuss is, I think, how people are talked to and how students are talked to. I try to really treat my students, and I tell them this straight up, this class is like a job. I'm going to treat you like an employee, like an adult. And if you can't be treated like an adult, then you can just, you get fired and you go to the classroom or you go to the office, and maybe the next day we can get, act like adults, right? And it's a lot of learning. I've had to kick numerous kids out of my class. I had one kid call me janky. I don't even know what that means. It's like, you janky, G, you janky. I'm like, I don't even know what that means, man. Like, I don't know. I've had kids, I've had kids call me names all the time, and it's something where it doesn't really faze me. Like, I'm not going to go home and lose sleep at night about it, but it does kind of make me laugh a little.
But the thing that is good, that is, you should be allowed to joke around with your student a little bit. Just depends on what type of kids are in your class, okay?
Man, we run a thin line as teachers, right? We don't want to be your friend, but we kind of do want to be your friend, but we don't want to be your friend at the same point.
You don't have to be friends. You could just joke around.
It depends, right? I think your particular ag mech teacher at your school does a decent job with it, at least when I was in high school. Me and Riley actually share the same teacher. We didn't go to the same high school, but one of our teachers left and went to Riley's high school. So I think, he can joke around with you at some point. He made me cry my freshman year. Yeah. He made me cry. I was doing a Creed, FFA Creed, and he was like on me. I couldn't say faith right. Couldn't say my TH words. It wasn't until college when I could really figure it out, but couldn't say my TH words right, and he got on me. It was horrible. That's how I found out I couldn't public speak actually doing that contest.
And then Miss, we also shared too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we share a couple teachers, but they're not all there. So I think if you hear any jumping or anything, there's people upstairs. They don't really like the art of podcasting like I do. I think tone and teachers walk a very hard, very thin line, narrow, thin line, trying to either be friends or be, strict. Some teachers are, no friends, no jokes. I'm going to teach and that's it. You're going to come to my class, learn, and that's going to be it. Some teachers take a different approach, right? I take more of a employee and boss approach, Are you friends with your boss? You could be friendly with them, but I don't ever add my bosses on Snapchat. I can't imagine adding my principal on Snapchat. If you're listening to this right now, you can add me. It's okay. I'll accept it because I don't post anything anymore. But I worked at places where I had my supervisor on Snapchat, and it was just weird. I didn't want to call in sick and go out to the store and him seeing me on Snapchat, So I take a employee and boss approach to my student relationships. But you also don't really want to you don't want to have students be super close to you because then you run into a little bit of issues and problems. Riley, do you ever get dress coded?
We don't really have a dress code.
Yeah, neither do us. The reason why I ask this when we talk about student-teacher relationships, I actually don't dress code my female students.
It's weird. if some teachers, like, girls I can understand, but, like, males, the girls take it the wrong way, and they're like, why are you looking there?
Yeah. So I don't ever do that. Like, that's something that, like, I don't even want to be wrapped up in that. Like, I get, like, even, like, skeeved out, and I think the, you know, not to be, like, sexist or anything, but the female-male student-teacher relationship is a very tight and hard road to walk. Like, me personally, like, I don't meet, if a female student has a question and she wants to come in after class, best be sure, like, a door is going to be open, multiple doors. You know, I was social distancing before. Social distancing was cool. There was no way I was going to even risk that. Even when I was, like, taking students and dropping them off, I was very strategic at dropping kids off. So I was like, I really paid attention to where I was bringing and dropping off students, right? So it's a hard road to walk, and something that, you know, freaks me out too.
I don't think that schools should have dress codes, to be honest. Like, if like you're gonna get distracted by someone else's clothes, then you're not mature enough to, like, you should be able to wear what you want. You shouldn't have to be discriminated for what you wear.
I think dress codes I think they're misinterpreted, and adults mess them up. I actually do really see a need for dress codes. It's not about, like, distracting or anything like that. To me, it's about being, like, professional. When you go into a workplace, you shouldn't wear a crop top with your spaghetti straps showing to your job. Unless you're, like, a waitress at a particular restaurant that allows that or whatever, then, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's...
Yeah, but the thing is that for girls, you get more dress codes than the boys ever.
Yeah, because
so it's like, because they get mad at the girls for wearing this because they're making the boys distracted. Girls shouldn't have to be worried about guys looking at them.
No, I definitely agree with that. I 100% agree. I really never agreed on the yoga pants ban that some schools do. Never agreed on that one, because that's like, you're borderline, like, we don't want to objectify our female students, but we do with those kinds of dress codes. I can understand the crop tops.
To a certain amount, yes.
I
if you're
can.
Like a little bit, like an inch or two, that's fine. But like ones that are like practically bralettes or stuff like that, you should know.
I can understand those. I can understand the super short shorts.
Yes, the super short
I can understand those. I can understand a lot of different things, but it's more of like just being professional. If you can look good in yoga pants and a nice top and still look professional and clean cut, then absolutely. I think you should be able to wear that. I'm not one to judge or say, right? It's all up to the administrators that make those rules. Teachers don't. Teachers actually get in trouble if we don't dress code kids. We actually get in trouble for it. I don't really dress code. I mean, I dress code boys for wearing a cookies shirt, that sort of thing. So okay, so here's the deal.
I know.
I can't, as a teacher, I cannot wear a shirt that says Coors Light on it.
Well, yeah.
Right. So a student shouldn't be able to wear a shirt that says cookies on it, because that's literally a brand of marijuana. Like, you literally Google cookies and that's what pops up. So, you know, yes, I understand. And the fact that the brand is trying to hide itself, I busted a kid wearing a black shirt with matte black cookie layers written on his shirt.
Oh, a lot of kids at my school do that.
Yeah, like, okay, yeah, that shirt is trying to be that way. Another shirt that really, I don't know how to take it, and I never dress coded it, but I kind of want to, because I am a fan of his, is the Virginity Rocks shirts.
Oh my god, I have so many of those.
They make one that's upside down and...
I have no, I mean, he has more inappropriate ones, for sure, but I don't know how to feel about it right now.
Virginity Rock.
Yes, okay, you're like the typical student, like, there's nothing wrong with it, but you're wearing it because you want to. The thing that gets adults and teachers is that you're not wearing it because you really think virginity rocks. That's not that's why you're laughing. You're not really wearing it for that reason, huh? You're wearing it because it says virginity on it, and that is an illusion. Yeah, it's an illusion to something else, right? So that's why you wear it. It's not because you really think it rocks.
Some kids do.
Well, I've seen those kids, and yeah, they do think it rocks. But that's horrible. I apologize if you wear those shirts. Anyways, I feel like that we lose sight of that, like that professional attitude that we should have, and that's kind of where they go on dress codes. But my school is pretty relaxed on dress codes. I think the only thing we really complain about is spaghetti straps. You can wear straps, but you can't wear like undershirts, essentially. Like Morgan wears undershirts. They have like a really like less than my finger thickness strap. So They get mad on that one, and like really, really short stuff. That's about it. Like there's really nothing else. Morgan's school is a little bit more crazy. They can't like dye their hair unnatural colors. So like Jolie's hair wouldn't be allowed at school.
But the thing that's so stupid that they can't control what the kid, like, yeah, they could kick them out, but then the parents are just going to get mad. They shouldn't. That's like also discriminating people. That's like.
Here's the deal about that too. So you guys are minors. When your parents sign you up for school, they actually cede some of their rights to the school. So the school's able to make some of those calls themselves. Some schools do a little bit conservatively. Some schools do not. My school kind of takes the approach of if you're comfortable, then you should be comfortable learning. So if you're wearing whatever you're comfortable with, you should be comfortable learning. My high school didn't allow pajama bottoms as like an appropriate bottom to wear, a male or female. I don't know actually if they still allow it. Cody's like, I wear pajama bottoms all the time. I need to wear pajama bottoms. So I don't know if they do or not, but I do know that they didn't for a long time. Some schools and a lot of schools now are taking the approach where if you feel comfortable at school, then you should be able to learn more, because learning and comfort really, complement each other. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for staying on for this episode. I try to keep things a little bit short. Do you have anything else you would like to add?
No.
No? All right. Well, I appreciate all you guys coming on here. I appreciate every single one of you listening. This is Chip Happens. I don't know, number 18, I think, maybe. It's crazy I'm on 18. I say this every time I end. All right, I will see you guys with another exciting episode. I'm going to try to convince my wife now. I'm almost on or off of vacation, so you get one more weird one. And then, and I'm back at school, back at talking. I have a lot more things planned for the New Year's. I hope you guys have a great New Year's. You're going to listen to this on New Year's Eve, hopefully, or maybe even New Year's. But you guys have a great night, great morning, great everything. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace. This has been an episode of the Chip Happens podcast. Thank you all for listening, and I will catch you next week with another exciting episode.